Hi, welcome to Android Application Development. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to create a simple Android project using Java Eclipse. Now to start off, you need to launch the Eclipse or Java Eclipse icon. So, click OK. So in this Java Eclipse, I am using Kepler version. So this is the environment of Java Eclipse. Now to start or to create a new project or an Android project, uh, choose File, then New, then select Android Application Project. So the application name, I will uh, type my first project. Uh, Notice that the project name automatically copies what I've typed in the application name. So the application name uh, is the application name that appears to users. So for this project, I'm using my first project. So while the project name is the name of your project directory and the name visible in the Eclipse. So the package name is the package namespace for your application. Your uh, package name must be unique across all packages installed on the Android system. So for this reason, it's generally best if you use a name that begins with the reverse domain, uh, reverse domain name of your organization or publisher entity. So for this project, I'm using com.example. My first project. So uh, the minimum required SDK uh, is the lowest version of Android that your application supports, indicated using the API level. To support as many devices as possible, you should set this to the lowest version. So I'm choosing the Android 2.2 Froyo. So the target SDK. So the target SDK indicates the highest version of Android. Uh, the compile with uh, is the platform version against which you will compile your application. So the last one is uh, the theme. So the theme specifies the Android user interface style to apply for your application. So you can leave this alone. Then click next. On the next screen, you configure the project, uh, leave the default selection, and then click next. So the next screen can help you create a launcher icon for your application. You can customize an icon in several ways, and the tool generates an icon for all screen uh, densities. So you can actually uh, select different sizes of your launcher icon. So After that, click next. So on the next screen, to configure the project, leave the default selection and click next. Leave all the details for the activity in their default state and click finish. So it's still loading. So uh, this is the activity uh, underscore main.xml and the main activity.java. So every Android project contains several folders. For the uh, SRC, this folder contains the Java source files, while the generated Java library, or this library is for Android internal use only. On the other hand, the rest, uh, here we can store resources files such as pictures, XML files for defining layouts, and so forth. Within this folder, uh, there are additional folders such as uh, drawable, layout, and values. So the drawable, here we store the various graphic files. We can see three types of drawable folders. I mean, five draw- uh, five types of drawable folders. This is because there are many Android devices with different screen resolutions. By default, there are several versions of this folder such as um, drawable, MDPI, drawable, HDPI, and so forth. This is required in order to adapt to different screen resolution. While the layout, this is the place for XML layout files. Layout files are XML files which define how various Android objects such as text boxes, buttons, etc. are organized on the screen. While the values, uh, XML files which store various strings values such as titles, labels, and etc. So the major files in the Azure project. So the Android manifest, uh, the Android manifest XML. This is the Android definition file. It contains information about the Android application, uh, such such as minimum Android version, permission to access Android devices, capabilities such as internet access permission, ability to use phone permission, and etc. So, so that's it. So the um, the Android manifest, the activity main.xml file looks like this. Then the main activity.java typical a typical main activity Java uh, file looks like this.